Max. All right, we're live. All right, good evening, everybody. The time is 6:01. This meeting of the Fern Bluff Municipal Utility District Board of Directors has come to order. Roll call of directors. All directors except for Director Smith are present. Director Barnes, how do you feel about leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance this evening?
Do it every day. Why not? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Director Barnes.
And Mr. President, on that note, I would also like to, in commemoration of this past week, I would like to publicly say thank you to all of our veterans, and including our attorney. And also on top of that, happy Marine Corps birthday, sir. You're getting old and you don't look a day over 229.
I have to say, I think that makes me about 240 years old, give or take.
Here, here. Very well, very good. We do, let's do citizens communications. I know we have a couple of people here to speak tonight. We have Don Shield and Mark Jones. Which one of you would like to go first? All right, please do. Please note that this is not a time, we have 2 minutes, and this is not a time for the board to dialogue with folks in the community.
Understood. Totally understand. Good evening, Fern Bluff Mud Board members. My name is Dawn Shield. In 2001, my husband and I purchased our home in Stone Canyon at 8328 Lofty Lane. We enjoy living here and intend to retire in our home. I work for the city of Round Rock, having previously worked for TxDOT for over 22 years. I'm the city's transportation project engineer in charge of the Wyoming Springs project. I come to you today to provide information I hope will assist you in your decision on our new neighborhood corridor fence. I understand there may be some concerns over the Echo Wall product. This is a TxDOT approved product for use on their projects. The approval takes the materials through a very rigorous testing process before being approved. TxDOT would not approve a product they felt would not hold up to their high standards. This product offers a sound absorption properties. It's environmentally friendly with 9,000 linear feet of 6-foot wall using up 26,000 used car tires and can be made to any color you like. From your presentation last Thursday, you stated 3 cons of the Echo Wall product. Newer product longevity. Echo Wall has been in use in numerous places since 1992, a proven 32-year record. Short product warranty, 10 years. This product will not crack, fade, stain, mold, or mildew. It has proven itself to endure much longer than 10 years in locations and remain looking like it did the day it was installed. Only one vendor. Echo Strong LLC is not a startup company. Echo Wall has been used for 32 years. Yes, they are the only manufacturer in the U.S. who happen to be in Lampasas, but they have invested over $3 million into their facilities and don't intend on going anywhere soon. They're actually expanding their capabilities to accommodate the increasing demand for their product. They're set to install 34 miles of the fencing in 2025 so far. Echo Wall is currently being used by numerous cities in their area. To close, I reflect on the cost of this investment and believe the Echo Wall product is a quality product that will be in service for many years to come. With an additional $276,706 cost for the next option to be funded by the residents here in our mud, I prefer my hard-earned money being used on a quality product that can meet our needs and exceed our expectations for years to come. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dawn.
Do you mind if I clarify something? Okay. Dawn Shield, she's with the city of Round Rock. She also lives in our district. Dawn, I think you were referring to a meeting last Thursday.
Yes.
That was the Stone Canyon HOA.
Oh, okay.
So the mud is not purchasing the fence. It is just the Stone Canyon HOA.
Oh, I'm lost.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
So that's the meeting in December the first or second week of December that they're trying to plan, not.
That's correct. And I tell you what, I will send you contact information for them tomorrow, okay? So it is
Okay,
very
I
confusing, the different
apologize.
HOAs within the MUD, but it is the Stone Canyon, well, it's the Stone Canyon Owners Association is the name of it.
Yeah, okay.
And I can get you their
Well, I gave
email.
you some really good information.
You really
I
did?
appreciate that.
And I'm happy to hear about the fence, but yeah,
And I'll back up my.
Presentation.
Okay.
Part two.
You sure?
perfect.
You're here. We-
I'm a
That time.
Stone Canyon resident. I couldn't hear a lot of what you said because I have tinnitus. I'm going to give you my email. Would you email me a copy of that?
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
You want to write it on this? Or do you-
I've got it
got
right
a
She's
here.
got
Oh,
a piece of
okay.
paper. She
Well, I've had people from call me and ask me questions that went to that meeting, and that's how I must have got it all confused.
Well, and our residents are confused too. They somehow think the MUD and the HOA, I mean, it is all very confusing.
So is it Jessica S?
STEM.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If that helps.
Thank you.
Thank you.
perfect. All right. Michelle and Mr. Jones, thank you both for coming to the meeting today.
Yeah,
Okay.
appreciate it. And I'll email.
Stay as long as you like, but
Well, thank you.
Thank you,
Great
Don.
job.
And I'll be in touch about Google too.
Okay, thanks.
very good.
Y'all have a good evening.
All right.
You too.
Cheers.
Thank
well.
you.
Bye.
And likewise, good statement. Don,
Appreciate it.
yes. So that was a good statement. Thank you.
Well, I will
Yeah,
make sure that
appreciate
it
it.
goes just as well next time I say it.
Awesome. Very good.
All right. Parks and landscaping. Would y'all like to take the podium? Glad to hear from you.
Okay, November, we are into 2 times a month for maintenance on your parks and community center. As the months get colder, we do fewer mowings and more leaf and debris cleanup. That's kind of what we're transitioning to. This time of year, we also start our mulch. As you probably, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but the community center is almost all the way mulched. We got a little bit to do in the back that we're going to finish up tomorrow. Friendly Oaks has been completed. And so in our off weeks, we will be doing mulch and limbing up limbs and obstructions on the greenbelt trails. That's something else we do in the wintertime. So we're starting to move into that. Grass is starting to go dormant, not quite yet, but definitely slowing down. I'm sure you guys have noticed that in your own yards. So 2 times a month maintenance. Greenbelts, guys, we're doing Stone Canyon Greenbelt today, kind of towards the back of the tennis courts there, that big swale there. And then next we will be moving to Oak Brook. So that's kind of where we're at on the Greenbelts. And that'll slow down too as we get towards the end of the year. So definitely going to hit all the Greenbelts between now and the end of the year. I already touched on that, mulch in the off weeks. So maintenance and Greenbelts. And then last week we did mulch, but I also sent them on Tuesday. We sent everybody out to do Greenbelts just to kind of get caught up on that. The flowers out in the front starting to get a little bit big and they're starting to drop their flowers. So want to get something in and get some roots established before we start getting heavy freezes. So look for that next week. And of course, we'll remulch all those areas too. I expect that to happen next week, depending on the flower availability. But worst case scenario would be the week after Thanksgiving. It's going to kind of be dependent on what the stock looks like in the nurseries, but I think it'll happen next week. And then lastly, we have irrigation checks. That'll be done this week as well. And we'll see. I don't expect there to be any problems or any issues, but we'll take a look. He's also going to get over there to veterans and kind of see. We went out there and met with the on-site,
Good.
saw some breaks, saw some wires that have been torn out of the ground. So there's going to be some work done there, but I don't expect it to take more than a day or two. And they've done a
that's
pretty good job over there consolidating all of their
Mhm. They're
their
really
spoils
trying.
and their materials. But yeah, there's going to be a little bit of rebuilding and repairing some turf and looking at a couple of things there, but nothing crazy.
Speaking of turf, Google Fiber is going in around us, and we've been having a real problem with their contractor along the edge of Wyoming Springs, and that our grass area back here to the back that heads down to the sidewalk, they've just torn it all to crap.
They did what?
Tore it all to crap.
Yeah.
Big old ruts and whatever. I could be nicer, but they tore it all to crap. Okay.
Yeah.
So they threw some weird sod back there. I'd like for you guys to have a look at that and send me a proposal to fix that. We're already going to be in communications with their project manager, and we need to fix that.
Yeah,
area.
we need to check the irrigation before we fix the sod too.
Yeah,
so.
you'll see a lot of ruts out there.
Yeah.
Big hole because they put a big box in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about sidewalks? Because they were just parking and had equipment.
They're supposed to come out and power wash the sidewalks. I'm not going to hold my breath because I value my life, but supposedly they're supposed to come back and get all of the tire marks off the sidewalks.
Yeah, we can fix it. And track that.
As your guys are mowing at this end of the community center, you're going to see a bunch of tracks and trees cut and everything. They were sneaking back behind the trees back there and dumping all of their boring sediment and stuff. Yeah, it's a whole nother conversation, but we do know.
We do cleanups
down
too.
here. Huh?
We do cleanups too.
Do you? Yeah, they did after 2 days come and clean that up.
Yeah.
So bad.
Who does that belong to?
Google, ultimately,
No, I mean the land. I mean, who are they?
ours.
Oh, that is yours. I've never
Ours,
been back
except for
there.
a strip that runs along behind the fence, which
Easement or
is the
something.
HOA next door.
Yeah.
But they went back up there almost all the way to that cave that's there.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Travis and I are going to be here in the morning helping the guys throw out mulch, and want to finish this up tomorrow and move on to.
Take a look at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We won't do that tonight, but I'll look at it tomorrow. And you come in at 9, correct?
8,
8.
anywhere
30.
between 8:15, somewhere around there.
Okay. Well, I'll wait till 9 to bug you,
Okay, thank you.
and then I'll come talk to you.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. We look good.
Okay. Any questions?
Looks like no.
All right.
Great.
Have a good night.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
y'all.
you, guys.
Keep on crushing it. Happy Thanksgiving, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. All right. That's it for parks. Consent agenda. Is there anything that needs to be removed from the consent agenda?
I have nothing.
Very good. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Director Barnes,
A second.
second by Director Horton. All in favor? Motion carries 4-0. Consent agenda is approved. General manager report, operations.
Well, my report is in the packet. Let me get there real quick.
Drove by
You just
veterans.
heard a couple of our issues. I'm
I
sorry.
drove by veterans. I saw that.
Oh, yeah, they're cooking along there on veterans. That park should probably be finished by mid-December, depending on weather. You know, if we get hopefully any good heavy rains, it'll delay them a day and that kind of thing. But veterans, it's on its way. The next one will be Cheatham, which will be done starting in December, probably towards the end of December, finish up in January. And then they'll do Friendly Oaks. So that's where we're kind of scheduling as we go along. One thing I did want to, we are dealing with the illegal dumping and all of that. I'll just let y'all know that Jeremiah and Hector had talked to the crews, told them, don't do it. We'll find it. Don't do it.
This is on Google Fiber stuff?
Mhm.
What were they doing?
Dumping all of their, I don't know what that stuff is, but
the
they
mud
use
they
a
use.
water, it's
Oh.
the mud, the water to get through. And I am also dealing with the city of Round Rock because I think they were well up out of the easement back here on our property. It's done now, but they need to repair it and leave it as it was because I firmly believe they're well outside the easement. So we'll have Texas Lawn and Garden give us a bid, and then I'll deal with their contractor about that.
Okay.
The only other thing I'd like to talk to you about is at the last meeting, the board approved the park plan for Fern Bluff Park. Parks Committee, and I've talked about this. And it was a good plan, and it is a good plan at Fern Bluff Park, but we believe that we're missing an opportunity. That park is a little bit unique because of the elementary school that's there. If you ever go down there, like after school, you'll see, the moms, their elementary school kids are out playing on the playscape, and the littles are in the sand. And it works because the moms can sit at the tables at the front, keep an eye on the littles by them.
I'm sorry, Jenny, littles was like pre-K kids?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Like 2 to 5, little ones that won't be brave enough to get on the playscape for a year or two. So we went over there, Hector and I went over there, and we were like, you know what? We have this whole long space over here that used to have several other trees that were taken out years ago, that could be used. It's just kind of a blank area. So I got a hold of Warlicks and I said, yeah, I know we already approved this design, but I think we're missing an opportunity. The parents are some are going to be unhappy about the sand being gone. So I think we need to find something concentrating on the littles, kind of the way we're doing at Veterans Park, but have one little space there. So they went back and they shifted everything around a little bit and have come up with this really cute plan. Here, I can pass it around.
Oh, it's not in the packet?
No,
Okay.
no, this literally was just being finalized and I don't even have a price yet. Let me find, this is one of the best pictures. This is part of the park and it's this little play area in the front.
Thing with the roofs?
So that the moms can have their little ones close to them and the older kids are back there playing. We have more than enough space.
Sorry, so this would be like the entire park?
That's correct.
With a bit on the lift being the plus we're talking about.
That's right. That's where the sand is right now. There you go.
Thank you.
So I wanted to come back to the board and ask if you are open to us spending a little bit more money in Fern Bluff Park. We're $150,000 under what we had estimated for the park. I don't expect this to be over $100,000 to add that extra play area at the front. But I can just say, knowing how that park is used, we're going to miss an opportunity if we don't take advantage of it now.
All right.
We'll need to take out one very diseased tree and possibly one other one that's already kind of leaning because the tree cover there is so thick. So the trees are not an issue. And I think that this is going to make it a much more usable park for those that use that park. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And in the morning time, we have an awful lot of young moms that are there and the kids are out playing there in the sand. I think this will give them an alternative to the sand.
So we've already authorized the money. Can we do something like a change order just to add that in there?
You can I think it's fine if they just give me not to exceed $100,000. I'm going to try to do it less than that, but
Sure.
a redesign or an additional design.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Yeah, let's discuss tomorrow or whenever you're ready, and we can I just need to look at the numbers, and I can tell you exactly what other hoops we
Perfect.
might need to jump through. But I think we're on track.
We think we're good.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know if the board is okay with us pursuing this. Parks Committee, step in whenever you want to.
We did have a meeting to discuss it. I do agree that there's going to be disappointment about the sand being gone. And I do get needing to separate the age groups. And we have so many newer families moving in again that I think it would be well used, and that it's probably really good for the community.
Agreed. So y'all are okay with me pursuing that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Do we need to vote on anything tonight?
I don't think so. I would say if there's anything we need to do with respect to change order or contract amendment that does require board action, we'll need to bring it back next month anyway. So again,
We're
I'll
not
get
back
with-
to January, but
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Okay, so January 2025.
You want us to give you a do not exceed 100,000?
That would be great because we're really trying to finalize Fern Bluff so we can get it into the installation schedule.
Okay, Janie, real
Yes.
quick, so what part of the plan would be the addition?
it's a bit under your right hand.
So it's this part would be,
The previous plan had all of this down here in the swings back here. This is the area addition, but we moved the swings over here and put the younger kids area in the front. So it's really this because it was a different
Okay.
design. Does that make sense?
so the little like house part,
Yeah, and a short little,
little
Slide.
slide kind of.
and then the little cozy dome that they can crawl up or crawl in.
It's called a cozy dome.
Uh-huh.
That's cute.
And cute names, aren't they? I'm the most excited about the Oodle Swing at Brightwater Park. I just like saying Oodle Swing.
What's it called?
Oodle Swing.
Oodle?
Oodle.
I think I just fell in love with cozy.
No, but cozy dome.
Don't tell my kids.
I won't.
Yeah, I won't hear the end of it.
I'll make a motion that we, board gives the general manager do not exceed authority for $100,000 to add this part of the project on. And that's with the understanding that with the $100,000 would still not exceed the scope of the original approved total amount for the park.
I'll second that.
Second by Director Horton. Motion by Director Sabatino. Any other discussion? Yeah, no, I think this is, right, this is good government, right? We make some efficiencies and we use that to get even more improvements going. So I'm all in favor of this kind of thing. All right, let's vote. All in favor? Motion carries 4-0.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank y'all very much. Other than that, I don't know if y'all have any questions for me. Operations were doing well. Sent out a MailChimp, Wyoming Springs. They've hired the contractor. They're expected to start the extension starting in January, but they're going to start clearing down the right of way as it runs behind Whitewater Cove and then Sea Ash. We've had our conversations with the city about our little triangle piece of property there. They've put some posts and such there, and we're hopeful they'll stay within their right of way.
They better.
Let's see, what else do we have? Well, y'all saw the broken front door. We'll get it repaired. It's actually quite nice. I was going to just
It's
break the other
cute.
one so it would match.
I know.
Fine.
No.
Steal my dick. Come on. Wow. You are a true comic.
I am. Sorry. It's not-
Sorry, I was practicing my handstands in the hallway. Broke the door. Broke the door. Sorry.
Yeah, and speaking of the front, I also noticed that there is a Christmas tree up. It
You'll
is
need to
not
go into
yet-
the big room too.
It is not yet after Thanksgiving. Christmas season has not officially begun yet. So,
Bah humbug.
So
Um,
you've been warned.
Well,
Exactly.
Director Barnes, you are correct. It has not. But
We won't blame Mariah Carey though, not yet.
not yet. That's not till next week, right?
That's
There are some residents that do warm them up early though. They start booking those parties and
Well, we have to figure out with what's going on, what we have rented, the holidays,
Yeah.
and getting it all done. And it's just like, it's all Cindy's fault. It's Cindy's fault. I just want to, Cindy, if you hear me.
wow, okay.
well, it's when the moms are available too.
And the
right?
moms group comes in, and I knew you heard me.
So it sounds like for Christmas, we do not need to get you the Herbert Hoover or Harry Truman, the buck stops here thing, because we just need to get you a plaque that says it's all Cindy's fault.
Yeah, no, I rarely,
just mostly.
okay, sometimes I throw her under the bus. I'm just saying. Sorry, Cindy, I'm really sorry.
All right.
Cindy Lou Who.
Oh, but check out, we've almost got it done in the canyon room too, down by the fireplace. Have a look before y'all leave. Uh-oh, here she comes. That's all I have.
Mr. Operator, you have anything to add?
I just have one item for the nerd herd report. So last Thursday, we hosted a Texas optimization class. We had about 32 students in that class, and it was taught by, in my opinion, the state's top dogs in optimization for water treatment. So it was a success. It was cool. It was fun, and I actually learned some stuff. So not bad. Anyway, it's a fun deal. It's kind of nice to have Fern Bluff as the center for training for operators.
Oh, it was here.
It was
Yeah.
here, yes. Canyon. We filled up the canyon room. So
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
so anyway, I mean, been doing this for a long time, and now it seems like getting the training to the folks who need it is just, kind of a legacy thing. Just get the young ones trained, because we don't see very many young ones anymore. So training's good. That's all I got.
All right, very good. Let's start going down the committee list. Roads Committee, you have anything new to add?
Just the Wyoming
Monday.
clearing.
Okay. And apparently Stone Canyon HOA is thinking about a sound wall.
Well, what's going on is that the city of Round Rock will be putting in sound barrier walls all along the way as it goes
Which is
through
what they
the
have
subdivision.
over here on the,
That's right. So it'll
The
go
current
run
one.
all along down Saul's and on our side, because we do have some homes that are very close to that. So Stone Canyon Owners Association, they've been planning to replace their Wood Creek fencing for a number of years. So I think that there's discussion going on of using the same type of product, finding something that, works together. That's my understanding, because obviously the Wood Creek comes all the way down Brightwater to this intersection, and it's going to meet up.
If it turns the corner, it's not going to match.
No. So that's what I believe, or that's what I've heard, is that they're trying to work together with the city of Round Rock for it to all be the same product.
About my time.
Yeah.
okay.
I'm trying to think if there anything else.
Anything else?
No,
Road?
that's all I know about roads.
All right, that's fine. Budget Committee, Director Barnes, do we have anything?
No, not really.
All right. District Community Center Committee.
We're working on the pergolas. They'll be stained and done. It's taken a lot longer to clean them, we want to make sure that we get a good surface, as we go to seal them and everything. We have new exterior lights that'll be, I hope, installed by the end of the year because we have a lot of non-working lights. Yeah, well, what is it, 21 years old this year. So I am working to also come up with a plan to replace the interior lights because some of our chandeliers, y'all seen, it's time to replace them all. And I'll probably bring that back in January.
And then you've got to make a no doing cartwheels in the lobby sign, especially if you're a Director Sabatino.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. You cannot
For the
do
door
that.
right there.
I thought it was probably your BB gun, but I'm glad to know it was the car wheels.
All right.
Who knows what happened?
Deed Restriction Committee, Director Horton, we have
A little activity, but nothing requiring intervention. There's a property with the enclosed patio, actually covered patio. They're enclosing the wall and going through the review process on that. The committee has it covered. No pun intended there. Sorry about
Covered.
that. Do you like that though?
That was good.
Yeah.
well done.
There's another property over in Klamath Falls. They're doing a interior remodel, and there's been dumpsters and so forth, and in the driveways and so forth. They're kind of retroactively going through and getting the paperwork in place to define scope and expectation. So the committee again has it covered. There was a fence replacement going down, and that's kind of soup to nuts right there.
Very good.
But nothing really requiring director or board intervention. Thanks, Cole.
Back to District Center for a second. Signage on the outside of the building. Do we have anything that we need to talk about for that, or?
Y'all were going to think about it and then let me know what y'all thought, what we should put on the building.
Okay. Yeah.
I think some of us lost that homework assignment.
I think you probably did.
Yeah.
It's a matter of, obviously Fern Bluff Mud would be the largest,
Right.
but because it just says community center, it really confuses people. Plus we do, in my opinion, we want people to know this is our mud office. This is our office of operations. You know what I'm saying? How we word that, that's completely up to you guys. But they're really faded and they need to be painted, whatever it is we're going to do. We should take that opportunity to put on the building, and we need to get our address up there so we can get those big white letters off the front. But it's a matter of what y'all would like for it to say out there.
All right. Well,
Just-
Fern Bluff Community Center / district offices.
Fern Bluff Municipal Utility District,
Fern Bluff Community Center / district offices.
district
So-
offices and community center. District
Just-
offices and community center.
District office and
we'll
community.
put the
center.
community center first, though. I think, like any good board, we should just delegate this to the person who's not here and have Director Smith.
I'll second that.
All right.
So,
He's in charge of communications. The science.
So if the
He's in charge of
firm-
communication, right?
That's communication.
so if we have Fern Bluff, obviously we're going to put our name the biggest. Underneath it, we could put district offices / community center or that, and then put our address. There's more than enough room to do that, and it'd be nicely visible. I think it's just a matter of which one do y'all want first? Take a vote. Community center or district offices?
I'd like community center to be first.
I think community center first sounds better.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's alphabetical.
Yeah.
Now, another thought is, before we approve anything, I would definitely like to know how much this lettering is going to cost. I mean,
Oh yeah, we'll have
you
to
know,
have someone do the artwork and all of that. I just have to have a direction to go in.
because I mean, there's also always the option of putting some kind of sign to kind of go along with, I mean, because like in the entrance of just about every part of the neighborhood, we've got the big stone signs. I mean, something like that to put out in the front. I mean, that might be an option too. So, I mean, it's like, I mean, when we talk about putting things up on the building, are we talking about like, you know, big neon signs that the flashing like, you know? So, I mean, it's like, I don't know. I would love to see. The
It's going to
artwork
be
and-
basically the same that we have out there right now. It's just we need the address out there. And I think we need to also say that this is our mud office.
I think first looking at it, I just wrote it out just kind of see you scroll it. I think the top line should be Fern Bluff Municipal District. Fern Bluff Municipal Utility District.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, I know. Followed by community center and district offices.
Yeah, the longer word looks better
Mhm.
on
So I mean, doing it
paper.
community center first kind of looks wonky. You
Yeah.
imagine Fern Bluff
No.
Fern Bluff Municipal Utility District spelled out as a top line, because whether it's community center or offices, it's all under that. So it's under that. Then say community center.
Just an idea of how much those stone signs cost. The one that's at Stone Canyon now, just not the brickwork or anything, but that sign was $15,000 about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, this will be a lot less than that.
Yeah.
This is just metal lettering that they, cut with the metal cutter. And then they're attached into the rock. So
Right.
probably the installation is going to be more expensive than the actual lettering, quite frankly, because they'll have to have a big lift and stuff up there to put that up
I
there.
mean, Hector's got a drill
Two.
and a ladder.
Jeremiah loves heights.
All good.
And of course, we have our fern that's
There's
already there.
also, I mean, there's also part of me, I know compared to how much we're spending, there's also part of me that's sitting here like, we've been spending a lot of money lately. New trucks, new parks, and I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that there's part of me that's kind of sitting here thinking, maybe that's something that we wait for next fiscal year to see how things kind of shake out. But just my thoughts.
Well, there's always going to be ongoing maintenance. I mean,
Well, I know there's
and
gonna be
changes and stuff like
ongoing
that. The biggest driver of this, just so you know, Kevin, is that when this building was built, none of all of this other stuff was around us. All those doctor's offices weren't there. Saul's Ranch wasn't there. And so our address not being visible anywhere is just incredibly aggravating. We got a delivery today. Again, sometimes we'll get 2 a day that's supposed to go up to one of the doctor's offices, to the assisted living facility up there and everything. So hopefully having the address up there and more visible, people are going to know you're at the wrong place. We felt kind of bad for the guy today. He wheeled in 4 big
Big old
boxes. And it's like, yeah, that's not us. So, yeah, we were in this kind of no man's land out here for the longest time.
Girl, keeps happening.
Put that in.
7-3.
Wyoming Springs Drive.
Uh-huh.
Drive spelled out like before.
We'll have to see how much room we have. Yeah.
It might get challenging vertically.
I need this big. And the other thing is what is it? The Rose, is that the name of it up there, or did it change?
Oh.
Their address is 7230. Ours is 7320.
Whose is that?
The Rose.
That
Assisted
Rose,
Center. Assisted Living Center.
assisted living facility right up
okay.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's like we have 18 wheelers pulling in here to deliver food, all kinds of stuff. And you're like, no, that's not us.
It's a lot of work to get in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I guess they don't know how to read their GPS.
Or type it into it.
Or they don't wear their readers. I'm guilty of that.
All right, very good. Security Committee, Director Barnes, do we have anything?
No.
I have one thing. We have our newest graduate of the Williamson County Sheriff's Office Citizens Academy, one Director Barnes.
Oh,
Very good.
A very worthwhile program. I encourage you all to apply when that comes open. I think they do it twice a year. One of those may be in Spanish. They do it in Spanish once a year too. So it's a great way to learn about where your tax dollars go with the sheriff's office.
Do they do a background check?
They do.
Oh, man, you're so good.
Never been convicted.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I will say we're having more instances in our parks. It sort of ebbs and flows, you know. Vandalism, trashing them out. But there's some real aggressive behavior going on. Mostly with students, but did have a situation with some adults, you know, incredibly upset at young kids on the basketball court. I guess they wanted to use it. So our deputies are very, very good about responding, even if they're not here, you know, on our patrol. Williamson County will always respond. But it's the state of our society at this point, but it's some pretty ugly stuff. So, yeah.
Our deputies do good work. And I should also note we will have a new sheriff soon, Matthew Lindeman. So maybe a change in priority of how certain things are handled, and what kind of things will be enforced more and more often. So hopefully those changes will be welcome changes.
That would be good. Traffic in Williamson County is terrible. And I wish they would
People keep
enforce
coming.
some of the traffic violations. It's just super difficult, you know. Try to be a good driver and cray. Do that.
Oh, let's just read that.
All right.
That's all I got.
All right. That's it for Security Committee. Communications, Director Smith is not here.
We won't do another newsletter until after the first of the year. It starts getting to be a bit of, well, district-wise slower, busy for the community center for the next several weeks. But anything that we are receiving, y'all get our MailChimps. Y'all know we're sending it out to, you know, warn people about Wyoming Springs, you know, Veterans Park. We did have to kind of additionally fence off Veterans Park to try our best to keep people out of that construction area. I don't understand, but we've got fencing and signs and everything over there.
Gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So that's it for communications. Attorney's report. What do we have, Mr. Attorney?
It's been very quiet, Mr. President. Knock on wood.
I'll take it.
Oh, I'm going to see you tomorrow.
You are.
And you. Mm-hmm.
All right.
There's a hearing coming up next month, or
There is.
Something-
Yes, just a reminder, December 17th is the Malpawnee trial. Yes, sir. So we'll have something to report on that in January when we reconvene.
Very good. Confirm next meeting date. So we're not meeting in December, correct?
Correct.
So what would that put our January meeting in?
28th, 2025.
Wow. January. That's crazy. January 28th.
I'm sorry, did you mention a day?
Yeah, it'll be the 28th, will be the fourth Tuesday.
January 28th.
Yes.
Plan to be there. Hope all of y'all can too.
Mud meeting. It's on my calendar already. Chinese New Year, y'all.
Fabulous. Future agenda items. Do we have anything that we need to flag to get on the agenda that we can think of? Okay.
We'll be getting everything to our auditor probably this week, so that he has it over the next couple of months, and we'll have it for our, gosh, it could be our January meeting, because everything's got to be filed by mid-February, correct, Zach?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Our audit,
Yes, ma'am.
it's due mid-February, so we may have our audit complete for our January meeting. So expect that.
Would Mr. Almond go through the audit at that point?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get a visit from him.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. I think that's everything. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Director Barnes with a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second by Director Stemco. All in favor? Motion carries 4-0. The time is 6:48 and this meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Merry Christmas.
You
Happy
too.
New Year.
Oh, that's right. We have to look at
Yeah.
each other in
It'll be a
December.
long time.
I know.
We Chinese New Year will be dragging in here.
Oh, gosh, I'm going to
Nice.
miss y'all.
Yeah, all right.
We don't always skip December, do we?
No,
This-
And why are we doing it this year?
we have skipped it before just
We
because
have.
everybody's traveling and